we on yet? Are we on yet? Good morning, friends. It's good to talk to you, see you all once again. As dealing with a lot of issues with the little dog here. What the hell? Oh, I see. Been dealing with a lot of issues with the little dog here, and he had a procedure done Friday, and we found a really good doctor. So I'll give you guys more information on the pooch. I know many of you have asked about Braveheart, and I'll definitely give you some more information on him when I do his update video probably later today. Welcome to Dynamic Prospecting video number 6, and we're going to talk about today the Sentry or the guard, and I think it's going to be kind of interesting. So as a prospect, you're learning the motorcycle club, you're learning the people that are in the motorcycle club, you're learning your way, you're learning the history, and everybody in the MC has responsibilities. The officers have responsibilities, the members have responsibilities, and as you're working from hang around to prospect and starting to find your way within the MC, you'll start to get duties assigned. And aside from the duties that don't seem like they mean very much, like cleaning the bathrooms or the heads or scrubbing the floors or serving behind the bar, all these things do have function and meaning to the MC, but oftentimes they're thought of as lousy kind of jobs that no one wants to do. But there is one job that falls on prospects, and it's actually one of the most important jobs that the motorcycle club could ever have, and that's the job of guard or sentry. And there are a lot of things that you could wind up guarding as the prospect, and being a guard is one of the it's so important for the MC, because no matter what you're guarding, standing in the prospect colors representing the colors of the MC, as a guard or a sentry, you are the face of the MC. I'm often reminded of the Buckingham Palace guards, and you see them standing there, and they represent the Buckingham Palace, and like they don't speak, and you know, you can't touch them, but no matter what you say, they don't speak back. They're holding down this sovereignty thing. They're strong looking. They don't mess around. When you see them, you know that ain't nobody playing no games around there. Everything is serious as a heart attack. So when you're guarding in the MC as a security guard prospect, you want to keep in mind that you are the face of the MC, and everyone's looking at you. So there are a lot of things you may be asked to guard. I remember in the early days, we would have to guard the brothers' bikes, and there's a couple ways you could do it. You could stand there in the hot blazing sun, because it's in the middle of the summer.
Turn right.
You were a prospect, and sometimes they would get hotel rooms, and they would go in and go to sleep, and the prospects would be out all night long guarding the motorcycles. And
continue on Georgia 124
it's a lousy
south,
job,
12 miles.
especially in California, where it's cold at night, hot in the summer, or hot in the day, cold at night, or or it's raining outside, or wherever the case may be. But those guys that quickly got themselves off of that duty were the ones who did it well. If you sucked at it, you were going to be doing it a long, long time. So nobody wants to stand that kind of a duty, but it has a resonance. It looks like the MC is strong. The MC has enough numbers to protect itself, and it all really depends on how you look and how you comport yourself during the duty. You may pull parking lot duty for the clubhouse. The clubhouse is having a big major event, and you are pulling the guard for the parking lot. So what is your job out there? To bitch and moan and complain and be mad because you're outside in the parking lot and everybody else is in the event? Absolutely not. Your job is to make the MC look good. It's got strong, competent, intelligent people running the parking lot. You're serving the customers, the people who have paid money to come and hang out at the MC and enjoy the MC's party, and to support the MC with their dollars in their pockets. You are the one that everyone sees. So if you direct traffic like a true retard, the MC looks like it is inefficient, ineffective, and it looks childish, immature, and silly. And that's all based on everybody looking at you. So it's very important that you comport yourself when standing duty for the MC like someone who knows what they're doing. You may pull the guard at the door. It may be your job to check to make sure that everyone has the proper ID, or no one's carrying a gun or something like that. And if that's your job, if you suck at it, someone in your motorcycle club could get killed. And that definitely happened in a Black Sabbath motorcycle club. The guy on the door sucked at his job. He didn't do it correctly, and somebody inside the Black Sabbath got killed by some idiot who brought a gun into the place. Actually, we've seen this more than one time in our 45-year history. So in one time we saw a guy bring a gun in, and he got killed even though he had the gun. So if it's your job to guard the door. If it's your job to pat people and make sure they don't have any weapons, allow no one to get by you. Be succinct at your job. Be an expert. Be on it. If you're guarding the MC, then you're protecting the MC. And if you're guarding the MC, then you're making sure that the people that are depending on your guardianship are safe, and the property is secure, and the reputation of the MC is secure. Now, you may get an opportunity to guard the president or a senior officer, or maybe even the national president. And for a prospect, it's kind of interesting that we take the person that knows the least amount about the club and have him guard the most important officer in the club. And you may be part of several prospects that are guarding the national president as he's coming through. So when your job is to guard the national president when he's coming through, or your job is to guard a senior officer or guard the president, then you should take that as an opportunity to serve. Take that as an opportunity to learn as much as you can and to be as competent as you can. One thing that's very interesting about the MC, or about being a guard for the president or state boss or or even the regional president or whatever the case may be. One thing that's very interesting about that is as a prospect, you should take your time to listen and learn as much as you possibly can, because that is a time when you're going to be, you'll be interfacing with the top dogs in the motorcycle club, people that are running the motorcycle club, and it might be another 15 or 20 years before you ever get into that kind of position again, or ever even see the national president again. Most members never really even see or touch or feel the national president. That doesn't really happen. And so when you get that opportunity, when you get that opportunity, hey man, hey. So when you get that opportunity, you should make the most of it. You should try to learn as much as you possibly can, and try to listen. You get to learn a lot. You get to learn who the power players are. You get to learn who the shakers and movers are. Who you get to see a lot of politics happen, and you get to see things that other members may never see. So you keep your mouth shut, your eyes open, you do your job, and you observe and you listen and you take notes, because one day that could be you in that position. That could be you as president, or you as regional president, or you as state boss, or you as national president. And you can kind of, as a prospect, get to see how those guys are moving and making things happen. So that's one hell of an honor to be chosen to do something like that. And you want to make sure that you maximize the oh my goodness, can you move? You want to make sure that you maximize that opportunity. What else was I going to tell you? Things to know about, and I guess I'll do another separate video about things to know when you're guarding a top officer or something like that. I'll do a whole video, break a video out on that in particular. But I wanted to give you guys some tips about standing duty, which I got from my Navy days, and it's the 11 General Orders of a Sentry. And I wanted to relate these General Orders of the Sentry to the motorcycle club, so that you guys could draw the conclusions and the parallels. So when we were in the military, one of the biggest jobs that we had, when we were in the military, boy, this dog. When we were in the military, one of the biggest jobs that we had was that of standing sentry. So that was, of course, one of the first jobs you had as a private or an E1. We call them seaman recruits. Your job is to stand duty. So the first order of the 11 General Orders of Sentry. I know you're hurting, puppy dog. I know you're hurt. Over here. Oh my goodness. All right, so one of the first orders: to take charge of this post and all government property in view. So if you're going to do that for the MC, to take charge of your post and all the MC's property. that is associated with that post. So if you're the sentry at the front door, you're responsible for the security wand, the door, the private security curtain, whatever. All of the property that it belongs to the MC and the property you have to use to do your job, you're taking control of that property. You're taking command of that property. You're taking charge of it. And you're going to make sure that the MC's property is used efficiently, the way it's supposed to be used, and you're going to be in charge and competent of what you're doing. The next thing, to walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on the alert and observing everything that takes place within sight or hearing. So you can take from that, when you're standing duty for the MC, you're going to stand your duty in a professional manner, making sure that you are representative of what the MC represents. So you're going to do that with pride and exuberance, and you're going to be professional about it. If you don't want to do it, don't take the job. To report all violations of orders I'm instructed to enforce. So, as the sentry, you're going to be told people can do this and people can do that, and this is what is acceptable and this is not. And it's your job to enforce that and to report all violations to those orders to higher authority. You keep knocking over my thing, dog. Okay, the next thing is to repeat all calls from posts more distant from the guardhouse than my own. So this is an interesting idea that used to be in the military. So if, let's say that you're the parking lot sentry and there's another parking lot sentry that's at the end of the parking lot and you're near the clubhouse, well, if he shouts a violation out to you, hey, this happened, it's your duty to pass that along to higher authority. It's just incompetent for you to say, it's incompetent for you to hear something from another post and not report that down the line. Well, that wasn't my responsibility. That's Tom's responsibility. Let's see. Do I really have 30 comments? I wasn't even looking at the comments. Let's see here. Next. To quit my post only when properly relieved. There's nothing that sucks more than somebody who leaves their post before they're supposed to. It's absolute retardation. Don't do it. You quit your post when properly relieved. If not, then you're sorry. To receive, obey, and pass on to the sentry who relieves me all orders from the commanding officer, command duty officer, officer of the deck, and officers and petty officers of the watch. So what that means is, a lot of times you're given a set of instructions to carry out. When the guy comes and relieves you, we used to have this thing in the Navy where we would say, I had it, you got it. And that is not a proper watch turnover. I had it, you got it watch turnovers are improper. So you're supposed to give a proper watch turnover, which is relaying all of the information, all of the knowledge you've learned, everything that you've watched, everything you see, you relay that to the guy who's coming to take over your watch. To talk to no one except in the line of duty. That's interesting, huh? To talk to no one except in the line of duty. That's interesting because when you're guarding the national president, you're not hunting women. When you're guarding your president, you're not trying to get phone numbers from chicks. You're not carrying on psycho. Hold on a minute, Prez. let me say hello to my boy and dap him down and shake his hand and hug him, and it's not about you. The greatest thing about the MC is it's not about you. It's always about your service. And when you're the guard and you're standing service, standing watch, that's what you should be doing. And not any of this other funny stuff. So think about that, to talk to no one except in the line of duty. To give the alarm in case of fire or disorder. So if something goes wrong, you give the alarm. In fact, you give the alarm first. And that the idea is that you do better with backup than you do by yourself. So when you run into something that's out of the ordinary, not what it's supposed to be, it's an emergency situation, you are responsible as the sentry to give the alarm. To call the officer of the deck in any case not covered by instructions. So in the military, the officer of the deck is the presiding officer at the time, and you'll have someone of higher authority over you. So when someone gives you a set of instructions, anything that falls outside of that set of instructions, you need to call them and say, hey man, we got a problem over here that you didn't talk to us about. How do you want that problem to be solved? And as a prospect, it's better for you to ask and the proper move be made than you to make a move that could put the MC in great peril. Then it says to salute all officers in colors and standards not cased. And what that means by all officers is officers on all sides. So like if we were in the American Navy, we did salute Russian officers if they were around. So you show respect, and that's all that's saying is if you're dealing with an officer of another motorcycle club, you would show them the same kind of respect that you would show an officer of your motorcycle club of that same stature. And then finally, to be especially watchful at night and during the time for challenging, to challenge all persons on or near my post, and to allow no one to pass without proper authority. So in the military, of course, all the bad things happen to, you see the movies, they attack the security guard at night. And so you have to be especially watchful at night. And it's just when it comes time for challenging. In the military, no one can pass your post without being challenged. There might be a password of the day or whatever the case may be. In the motorcycle club, no one gets past your post without the proper authority to do so. If a person wants to get past your post, like maybe you're collecting money at the door, well, anybody who gets past you without you getting the money, that costs the MC. So you go after everyone. They're challenged. No one gets past your post without having to have the proper authority or having paid the money, or maybe this is the VIP only room, so only VIPs get in, whatever the case may be. You've been charged with the authority to keep that post. And so it is up to you to ensure that the post is kept well. Okay, now I can get to these, JD. What's up, JD? What's up, Raz? Man, that lick you laid down for me was so amazing. I want to thank you. I have like the best subscribers in the world. Hello, Jason Spears, Christopher Reynolds. What's up? Fuck it, I'm dry. drinking bleach. Let's see. Big Thomas, what's up? Let's see. Okay, so you guys talking to each other. What's up, Johnny Carvello? What happens when you have no prospects? Who does the watching of the bikes? Well, if it's up to me, they're not getting watched because I'm not staying up all night. If it's like that, I'll sleep out on my own bike. Yeah, there's Braveheart right there, man. Let's see, James Moore. It should have should be taken as an honor. You're right, James Moore. Braveheart is, I'm going to do a video on Braveheart today, but he's doing better. We're on our way to the vet right now. What's up, Clean Riders from, where are you guys from? Thank you for the insight. I'm glad to be of help. Big Thomas. Yeah, he wants his time to shine. This. Oh, someone said, I guess someone didn't like me. Some people don't like me.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
Let's see here. I'm trying to get to all the, if there's any questions. Well, thank you, Big Thomas. I appreciate that. I have big respect for you guys as well. Let's see. I always do it myself. At the end of the day, the responsibility falls on the sergeant at arms. You're right, man. I think you're talking about guarding the president. Big Thomas says he needs another cup.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, looks like we've made it to. Looks like we might have made it to the vet. Where is the vet? Damn it. Did I pass it again? Oh, I got to tell you guys about the amazing vet I have found to help me with Braveheart's condition. I think I got to all the questions I did. Okay, good. So, in closing, I want to tell you guys that being a Sentry, oh, baby, come on now, poor thing. Are you okay? Whew. I'll be glad when we get this dog's legs. He falls all over the truck. He can't stand up straight, and he just, he's trying. His little personality won't give up, and I think that's what I find so remarkable about the little dog. He just doesn't damn give up, not for any reason at all. But anyway, in closing, the being a security guard, sentry, bodyguard, something that is something that is a great honor in the MC, and doing it well. Good evening from Asia, Marlboro Racing. Good to see you, Marlboro Racing. It's something that you should take with great honor. It just means a lot to the MC, especially if you do it well. And always remember, you are the face of the MC. You are the person that is representing the MC. And you're oftentimes the first person and the last person that they see. So do it well, do it with pride, do it with honor, do it with integrity, do it with class, do it with poise and sophistication. Let, when people see you, they have amazing things to say about the MC instead of crazy things to say about the MC. Mercy. He keeps scratching the plug out of my ear. I guess he wants to go. He's not going to want to go in here where we're going. He thinks he wants to go till he gets in there and they start pulling them needles out. Anyway, we're going to see about his leg. We're trying to save his leg. And any of you guys that want to help me. It's a lot of money. So far, I've already spent $1,000, and I haven't even gotten to the surgery. I spent $1,000, and he hasn't even had a surgery yet. So that's his little leg there, and we're getting ready to get him seen by the doctor. They're trying to save his leg. And those of you who are praying, folks, please continue to send me your prayers as we're working on the little guy to, you see his spirit. He's ready to go. So we're working on him. I'll be in Orlando Saturday night. Might have to have a road trip to Atlanta. Come on, Simon Maxwell. Is this the guy over there in Europe? Take care, War Eagle Riders. Gray Eagle. Where are you guys at? Send me an email. blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. Love to get emails from you guys and all of that kind of stuff. Check out my link for my GoFundMe page and President's Bible is my latest book. Check out my link for President's Bible. Love you guys all. And I want to thank Raz. Raz just created me a drop for my for the beginning of my videos, and it is totally hot. I got like the most incredible subs in the world. Kentucky, Virginia, and Kansas. Well, I ride in all those places. And South Africa? I've never ridden in South Africa. That would be cool. Love you guys all. Take care. Peace. Thanks for watching. And get skinny.